Hello, hello. What is good, my people, my peeps? How are you guys doing today? So, I thought I'd just jump on here because it is Friday and I'm just sitting out in the back chilling. I stepped in the grass a little bit just a few minutes before I hopped on here because I wanted to release all these charges that are in my body. You know, they say you're supposed to ground yourself probably every day. I would think that you're supposed to ground yourself. And so that's what I did. I stepped in the grass to ground myself to get me some toxins out. So that's what I'm here to talk about today, and just any other topics that may come to my mind to even talk about. So one of them, one of the detoxes that you can do regarding your body is to ground. Yes, that's right. Ground yourself. Go to a park or wherever there's grass at, and step in it and let all those charges come out your body. They say it's supposed to happen instantaneously, so I think you're supposed to stand there maybe up to 15 to 20 minutes. I'm not sure. I have to look that up again. Yeah. So anyway, when I was on social media this week, I had came across a lady, and I'm most likely gonna do a video, but I had came across the lady's page, and she was talking about detoxing and how important baths are. Now, guys, I just took off these glasses, got marks, but how important baths are and how they aid in detoxifying your body. And I was like, you know what? That is so true because a few years ago, I was taking baths like crazy. Like I was using, and for the ladies, I don't suggest taking bubble baths because that'll knock off your pH balance and you be in a world of hurt and smells and all of that. It would be horrible. So I don't suggest ladies take bubble baths, but a detoxifying bath, yes, I do recommend that. And if you're going to take a detoxifying bath, get baking soda is good to put into your bath. Um, Also, bentonite clay is really good to put into a detox bath. So, um, and there was one other thing that I hadn't heard before. It was real different. She said add the powdered borax cleaner. I know you guys have seen that powdered borax cleaner, and she said it takes nanoparticles out. So if you get that combination of um, bentonite clay, also if you get the borax, the and you can you can find those in like Family Dollar. If you have a Family Dollar wherever you live, you can find that washing powder. It's an old school washing powder. And then what did she say? She said baking soda, bentonite clay, and borax. Now, the importance of the borax is to get the nanoparticles out of you. And it's so interesting that the world is starting to wake up to what many, many TIs have talked about before, which is nanoparticles being in your body, in your system. And I think many people are waking up to the fact of nanoparticles being in your system because of, the jab and how it's being said that there's nanoparticles in the jab that is mingling and getting entangled with the DNA of humans. So now people's eyes are open, but are there? Let me not say they're open. Let's say they're starting to become awake. They're starting to do a stretch of morning yawning. Just because of the jab and how people are trying to research and know that nanoparticles do exist. They do exist. Shalom. How you doing, Brother Joseph? How are you doing today? Um, so yeah, I'm just sitting up here talking about detoxing and just anything that comes to my mind. I'm going to tell you guys a story of what happened today when I was at work. And I was like, oh, please say it's not so. But just to round up, and I'll come back to detoxing as well because I have a short story time to tell you guys. But detoxing, taking baths with baking soda, bentonite clay, the powder form, because they have a bentonite clay liquid that you can drink to detox um, out your body. So, and then they have the the borax. Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you, thank you. Um, so, but what blew my mind is when she said if you add the borax powder, that old school borax powder, the box is about this big. If you go to a Dollar General, if you have a Dollar General in your state, or a Family Dollar, that borax powder that you see, that old school box, get a box of that, put some of that into your bath and soak. And she says that helps to bring out nanoparticles. So I was like, I'm going to try it. I am definitely going to try because I was like, okay, because we know for real the nanoparticles is no joke. And plus you want also heavy metals to come out your body, and then the parasites, because I know bentonite clay pulls out heavy metals, and then the baking soda helps with parasites. So that's a great combination. What are you saying? Have a good day today on my way to work. Okay, all right. Need a plan. Road trip. You're gonna need a plan road trip. All right. All right. Well, have a good day at work. Yeah. Oh, wow. That is a perfect segue into what I was gonna talk. Have a quick story time regarding what happened to me today at work. So a lot of you guys know that I work in the radio media field, and we don't just call it radio anymore because we are a media company, and it's a global media company. So we handle everything from advertising on Facebook, TikTok, web design, and our major business is radio. So, with that being said, I had a job to do today. Sometimes I actually do twofold position where what I do in work. I go out and I'm an account executive, so I put ads on the radio, ads that you hear, streaming audio. A lot of people say we don't listen to radio no more. Well, then the Breakfast Club would not be popular if you didn't listen to radio anymore. A lot of things would not be popular if radio, um, wasn't relevant still, and it very much is. So, but anyway, so what I do is I actually put advertisement on radio stations, because where I am, I have 8 radio stations that I service, and then also I go out and I do live remote. So then I am also paid as a talent on radio stations. So when you hear something being said like broadcasting live with whoever the talent's name is, like my on air name actually is Nikki Nicole, where I'm at in my region. So it'll say broadcasting live with Nikki Nicole. Whoa, that was a lot to be said. So anyway, when before I had my remote today, I had a live remote that I had to go out and be a part of because I was the talent for the remote. And before I went on my remote, I had a sales call this morning that I had to be a part of. And we all know nowadays the sales calls are a lot of meetings are um, they're called Teams meetings, or you do the meetings where you see everybody in their little pictures, or some people don't have their cameras on, they just have a still picture. So we do meetings like that. And then I happened to see a lady who had on a leopard print. And let me tell you something before I say this. I love leopard print. That even when I was younger, my grandmother has a picture of her that I never met her, but she actually was leaning on posing and the towel was leopard print. And when I seen that picture, I think from that point on, when I was a little child, I've always liked leopard print. But being that now that I'm awoke and know about targeting and things of this nature, um, they say leopard print is a form of MK Ultra, or so I was like, oh my gosh, a mind control, So they use that, and as targeting or suggesting to trigger somebody's mind being switched on to, what do they call it, like a sex kitten or something along that line, right? So this is I, where I was like, okay, this is okay. No, we're not triggering nothing over here, because the girl had leopard print on, and I was like, would you look at this? But I couldn't really tell for sure if it was leopard print. And so anyway, she had to be at this same remote with me today. So then when I get to the remote, guys, I look at what she had on, and she had a leopard print outfit on. And I was like, okay, okay, well, you know what? I'm staying away from people. I don't want to just, put myself in the mindset of everybody is in on it. But we know it seems like everybody is in on your targeting, right? And so, being that I'm in the media field, when they said, well, not they, but when I researched and heard about people, having leopard print or using leopard print because it's a part of MK Ultra mind control. I can't remember the exact name of the program, something kitten, but I guess that program is supposed to be like your sexual kitten or something to that nature. So I found that interesting today that happened, and I don't know if sometimes when we research things online, don't think that anything you research online is going to be private, because it's not. Everything you type in, I know you guys are aware that there's cookies that you never, once you upload something, just because you deleted it does not mean that it's deleted forever. Somebody has that information. So I don't know. Some people say, I've looked at something and then I went on Facebook and they're advertising, let's say, car parts. Maybe you're a guy and you were just on Amazon or something and you were looking at car parts. Well, all of that is connected nowadays too, you know. Um, and then you hop on your Facebook, and all of a sudden, all this advertisement of tires is up. So that's what I was thinking today. I had researched about mind control, MLK, the kitten program or whatever, and I was like, well, I hope I'm not triggering anybody, because I do like to wear leopard print. And so when I went out to work today and saw that, I was like, interesting to say the least. And it's crazy because as a targeted individual, as a chosen person, what do you wear? What colors do you wear? Because so many people are triggered, are targeted with, it seems like, all of the rainbow now. I mean, it's not only red and black anymore, it's black and white. I've heard people say that they're targeted with pink, orange, you know? And so it's just like, what colors will we wear, and will we say everything triggers us? So I thought that I would share that quick story time, but I'm not going to stay on here long. I just wanted to talk about detox is my main focus of the discussion that I came on here to talk to you guys about, and that was detox your body, guys. I'm going to give you guys the the formula here in a minute. What do you say? Oh, hi, Broken Matrix TV. Let me put your comment up here. I wear any color I want. I'm not going to let them play on my mind. That's right. That's right. Like that. And I agree with you with that. I agree with you with that, because we will go crazy. Like, what color do I wear today? If you were that type of person, what color do I wear today? I never was big on red myself, so I don't think I might have one red outfit in my closet. But yeah, I And I'm going to wear my leopard prints still as well. So that, yeah, you're desensitized from that. That's right. That's what's up. If we focus on that, it will make us think everyone wearing red is involved. True, true, true. Oh my God, that person, that person has on red. This person has on red. Go crazy. What's up, Pat? How are you doing? I haven't seen you around lately. Must have been working. All right. Yeah. So I was on here talking about detoxing. So I'm gonna tell you, baths are very important to help with detoxing your body. I don't know if you guys have heard of this before. I used to take a lot of baking soda baths. Baking soda helps remove parasites and things like that from your skin. But if you add bentonite clay to the baths, then that actually helps remove heavy metals along with the um, the parasites that you're going to get out of your body. But then I heard a lady, she's a doctor. I heard a lady say that if you add borax uh, detergent. Now, this is the old school. The box of detergent is like this, about this size. And you can find it like in Family Dollars and Dollar Generals. And if you add that as well into a bath and soaking, it removes nanotechnology. Now that's what's up. That is what's up. Blessed by the best. Doing music. Okay, that's what's up. Okay, so you're in the studio doing music, doing music. They hate every time we chat. Who hating on us talking? Ain't nobody said. I haven't seen anything. Nobody saying nothing negative. You know, that is the big thing too. Everybody, I'm gonna get on here and I'm sticking to the plan of why I changed my channel around, and that is to spread the word. What I come across, hopefully, it's positive, and can give some help and insight to somebody. You know, so okay, they're around you. Are you in the studio, Pat? Stalkers. Yeah. And then when I was like, let me go back to when I was at work today. When I was at work, I, I'm a people's person. I have to talk to people, right? So, yeah, this one lady, she just kept talking to me, and she was like, yeah, you're in radio, but I see that you should be doing something bigger than radio. And I was like, oh, so you suggested I get out of radio or media. And trust me, it is very hard to leave a field that you're in, because sometimes it feels like, for me, that I'm locked in, blocked in. And but anyway, she was like, yeah, well, if you stay in radio, you need to be doing something to plant a seed, give a message. Now, this, she told me that today. So I was like, okay. Let's see what you're saying, Pat. I'm building one, but I was saying, just like that direct fire over. You had direct fire over the street. Yep, I'm gonna follow my heart. I think that's what they wanted me to do, is pretty much get out of media, get out. And it was never really my plan to be in front of the camera or on radio. It just happened like that. I actually like producing people. So I like to produce somebody to be in front of the camera, put the show together, and then find a host. But somehow, oh, thank you, Pat. Somehow I became the host, and let me tell you something. What's funny? Let me see. Okay. Just pass. Who just passed me that? Don't look at. No. Um, but look, I never wanted to be on camera because I don't know if you guys ever seen interviews with people, like celebrities or anything like that. Okay, the airplane. Okay. Um, and they say that they have stage fright or they're nervous or something along that lines. That's me. That is totally me. I remember when I was young, I wanted to be in a um, talent show. Back in the day, they used to have a lot of talent shows, and I wanted to be in a talent show. And I was gonna get on stage and sing this song. I'm not gonna tell y'all the song because that'll that will put the age on the sister. But oh, thank you so much, Fred. That'll put the age on the sister. But I got on stage. This was at a I think this was it elementary school talent show? Yeah, it was an elementary school talent show. Wasn't no a big crowd, just parents and their sisters and brothers in the audience, okay? Honey, when I got on stage and looked out into the audience, I froze. All I can remember is seeing like the audience and then running off stage. So after that, I never really wanted to be in front of the camera um, or on stage performing, but I love putting together plays and things of that nature. Oh, I have no reason to be shy. You look good. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Pat. But it is hard to be in front of a lot of people. Even when I took a college class, I took public speaking, and then in that class we had to get up and speak in front of your class, give whatever the assignment was, some type of speech. That I don't know. It's not as easy as people may. And some people just have that gift. That's not my gift. I have to work on that. Being in front of people and speaking in front of people. You know what? I have not. I've seen his show a couple of times. I haven't gone back on it since the last time I went on his live. Yeah, I was thinking about interviewing him. Mm-hmm. Getting him, getting him on the show, doing some more interviews and things like that. Now, doing interviews like this is easier, but I was asked to host an event, and it is very important. And this is for you guys who are performers and everything. I know if you have performed at a event somewhere, always always do a sound check. Even if you know your sound or your music is good. I learned that the hard way because when I got into doing radio and being asked to come out to live events, I was asked to host it was like an award show for a local town. And I was asked to be the host of that and get on stage. I didn't think I had to do a sound check. I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't think about the lighting in the room. So, and then I wore glasses. I didn't put all of that together. So when I got to the event, I didn't get my paperwork for the winners' names because even if it's an award show, they do have a list, an agenda of how everything is going to go, the names of the people who have been nominated. None of that. I was so unprepared. And I got on stage and I was like, what's that guy's name that's on the radio? What's his name? He always messing up on people's names. Steve Harvey. I was like Steve Harvey. Do y'all remember when Steve Harvey was messed up on some girl's name? I think it was Miss Universe. He was hosting that, and I mean that was like bad news for him because he's big time. But anyway, if you are a performer, whatever you do, even if you read poetry and they want to spotlight you, always do a sound check so that you can go and on stage and see the stage, ask how the lights are going to be dimmed that night. because you want to be able to have them dim the light and be able to look around the stage and walk around. So you'll have your bearings. You know, if you have to read something, if it's on a prompter, you want to see how far the prompter is going to be back from you, how close it's going to be. All that is so important. He's a good dude, though. Ooh, wait, did I miss something? I'm going back. Baby. Oh, wait a minute. Kat, who are you talking to? Let me. Are you talking to me? But yeah. So all of that's important if you're a performer. You know, if you go to do a sound check, even if it's not a big show, even if it's a small show, I say let the people know I need to do a sound check. I want to see what the stage looks like. Where am I going to be entering from? Do I have a dressing room? How far is my dressing room from my entry point? Will they be guards? All of that, you know. And like I said, I was going to talk about other things, and this is something, another topic besides the detox topic. Oh, Steve Harvey, yeah, yeah, yeah. So when I did when I hosted an event, I felt like Steve Harvey for sure. I messed up on so many people's names. It was it was at the time it was embarrassing. Okay, because I when they dim the lights, the audience, they go really dark, but then you have stage lights that are like pin lights, baby, and then depending on the font that they use, all of that comes into play. My people, my peeps. So I'm just let you know that if you're into reading poetry, if you're into hosting shows or things like that, all of that is very important. Don't think you're gonna get up there and they got your agenda in calligraphy. The lights is halfway dark. You wear glasses like I do. You're gonna be struggling. It's gonna be the struggle game for you, okay? Um, but I made it through. But that was a lesson learned because I always thought the only people that needed a sound check were like rappers or singers or the performers. But if you're a host, you need to go to sound check as well. So anyway, I want to give you guys the detox bath again. Remember, detox and also ground yourself. I'm outside because I just got through grounding. I took my shoes off, stepped in the grass for a little bit, and ground. Let all those charges come out so that you can balance your system back out. But the detox bath is baking soda, bentonite clay, and borax. And the borax is the old school detergent is in that box about this big, guys. It's at like Family Dollars, Dollar Generals is where I've seen them. I think I've seen it at Walmart too. I think I have. A lot of people don't use it, um, but the thing with the borax is, what are you saying, Fred? I tried to ground an hour a day. Yeah, I've heard that it's good to ground. And I don't know why I haven't been out here grounded with. I moved over here because I wanted some grass. I ain't been in the grass, okay? So let me take my behind outside and ground. But the borax detergent, if you put that inside your bath water, and I'm gonna do a video after this if my stuff acts right. I'm telling you, they try to prevent you from making videos. It takes forever to make a video. Sometimes I just get so frustrated with the technology because your video clips are on your phone, but then they're not moving over to the studio. Uh, so it takes forever. So I want to put more videos out, but I get frustrated because it seems like my stuff is manipulated constantly. But anyway, the borax takes nanoparticles out, guys. I don't know how true that is, but it came from a doctor. I don't know how true it is. I'm gonna try it though. What are you saying, Pat? Um, if you take it, I don't know. This I don't know about this new little concoction. I heard it on the internet, but this was a doctor doing a speech, and I believe a lot of people are starting to believe, starting to realize that nanoparticles do exist. Although there has been many TIs, many chosen people that have said, they're putting nanoparticles in dust. They're putting nanoparticles in food. Um, People were like looking at TIs and chosen people like, these folks is crazy. What is a nanoparticle? And I think only until recently, when the jab came out and people started looking into the jab and realized they put nanoparticles in the jab. Well, what is a nanoparticle? Oh, now you want to learn something. But it can't come from the common person, the commoner like myself, like a lot of people across this internet. It has you have to wait till somebody, I guess, with a PhD, a doctor's degree, come out and say, there's nanoparticles, and we've been working with them for the last 50 years, you know, but you got your zombies out here. You got your bots out here. They don't believe anything until it's on national news, or a so-called real doctor, says, yeah, there's nanoparticles. We have to realize there's so much stuff that we have no knowledge of. Nano works well with. Oh, really? Yeah, we have nanos all in us, but you know, to help with that, to help combat that, I know the reason why they put the bentonite clay into the bath is to pull out heavy metals. And nanos, it's made with something. What is you laughing at? Wait a minute, Pat. Oh Lord, look at Pat. Pat. You try to be messy around. I sure did. Don't do it. Pat is a hot mess. Yeah. What I said, we were going to be talking about everything besides detox. Yes, I did. I see a lot of people are exposing a lot of people. I wonder, how can we tell if somebody's a real TI or not, huh? Or a chosen person, whatever you want to title yourself. Oh, really? They got a whole fake TI clique. They be getting paid. Really? What? Why am I saying really like I'm shocked? I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. That's why I've been pushing being a vegan the last few years. I was not a vegan. Did you say vegan? Yeah, I was a vegetarian for three. I want to say 3.5 years. But I am very anemic, very anemic. And just last year, a little bit before last year, I started eating chicken. Um, Well, I didn't start eating just chicken right away. I had to eat liver because when I was little, I know this might sound nasty to some of you guys, but when I was little, my mom used to, because I'm so anemic, she used to cook liver and onions, smothered liver and onions for me for my anemia. And trying to be vegan, I was doing good, but then I was feeling just hella weak. Just I had no energy, and I had to start eating. And I went to the store and I bought liver. And when I cooked me some smothered liver, that's a southern dish too. But I cooked some smothered liver and onions because I needed that boost. What is Pat on the internet? We expose them all. Yeah, a lot of people are getting exposed for being, not the real TIs that they say they are. Did you know about Wayne Daniels? I think I've heard that he had passed away, Pat, but I didn't know him very well, or I didn't know his content. I didn't know. Oh, this is moving. Hold on. Oh, Pat. Yeah, I didn't know much about him. Hello, friend. Oh, yeah, it's most definitely a war now. But I stand with the T.I. brothers and sisters. Let's stand together. That's right. Okay. Let me see. It's a real war, and it is, and a lot of people don't realize it's a real war. And most, they, so many people, even with what we just recently went through in the world. Come on, y'all. The world was shook. The world was shook. They locked everybody down. Everybody. And you still don't believe that there's a real hidden agenda out here? Because they're so locked into this matrix. They want to go back to the way it was. Baby, it's about to get worse. Pat, oh, I'm glad you asked about. Let me get comfortable. Y'all had brought me some a glass of wine out here. I was gonna chill out and have me a glass of wine, and just talk to y'all about detoxing while I drink my glass of wine. But Texas, I think we're getting ready to freeze again. Today they starting up. We had never really had boil bans, and if you are in a state where you have boil bans, or I don't even know if that's the right terminology, where you have to boil your water before you prepare it, right? Well, you guys know that we froze in Texas last winter, and during that freeze, we had our for me here in Texas. I've been here for a while. Our first boil ban, and so we had to boil water, right? Today, well, this week, they started a boil ban again. I sound so crazy saying it. They started a boil ban again where you have to boil your water. So I'm thinking this is just to get us ready for the mess that's getting ready to come. Broken Matrix TV. Expose all weird shit. That's right. Expose it all. I seen your video the other day. I started laughing. I watched it. It was at night because I subscribed to your channel, so it popped up. I got a notification, and I watched, and all I did was laugh. I was like, "This guy, I like your voice when you're talking, when you're doing your narrations." Uh, yeah, it's hard to prove. Of course, it's hard to prove because it's covert. Um, yeah, it's hard to prove. I mean, it almost made a lot of us think that we're crazy when we know we ain't crazy. And I think the strong ones were like, hold up, no, I know. I came in the house and I put. Let me grab my wine real quick, make sure no bugs is in here. But you are in the house and you put your glass over here. Now you might have gone out the house and came back, and your glass. Y'all like my wine? Yeah, I'm chilling out here. Your glass is moved over here. First couple of times, you might not even pay that any attention, right? Especially if you keep a pretty decent house. I'm not saying you have to have a sparkling house, but if you keep a pretty clean house, you notice when things are moved, when stuff starts to get damaged. You know that. And you start telling people that, and then that's when people try to say, "Oh, you're losing it, you're going crazy." No, I'm observant because that's a natural instinct of us as people. Yep. Anybody think? Does anybody think that Broken Matrix TV is a perp? Can I go live and walk outside and say nothing? I don't know. Does anybody think you're a perp? I don't know. This is, we've just recently started engaging. I haven't heard about you being a perp. Let me see. What happened to Young Still? What happened to him? Something happened to Young Still? I don't know. You know, I've been on live a couple of times, and people will pop on here and tell me that Young Still saying that I'm a perp, that I'm not a real TI, and I'm like, okay. I'm not, you know, he, Young still has my personal phone number. Personal phone number. Just like, who did I, DB had my personal phone number. Call me, but no, no, I don't get no phone calls. I haven't heard him say that out of his mouth, but I've had a couple of people come on my live and say, he said that I'm a perp, and I don't understand what reason that he would have, to say that, because I never did anything to him. Oh, really? Killed 12 people. Good gracious almighty. Do you think that was mind control? Because I talked about mind control earlier, and uh, being under mind control. I believe people are under mind control. I just talked about the no way they could pull that off. Yeah, who was that? He called you an agent. I know it was over. Really? Well, what? Okay, I can't say what's going on with him because this is hard for everyone, and it's really, you know what? We have men on here that are TIs. Goddamn, men have strength. They're strong. Just imagine we are women and have to go through being TIs, and then you got men on here saying, "Oh, you're a TI man. Miss me with that. I'm already struggling as being a woman. I gotta protect myself in all ways." And y'all know what I'm talking about. Shoot, all factors. I gotta protect myself. Um, I'm going through here. No, I just was saying. Okay. Broken baby. Still is just weird as, I don't know what's going on with him. But let me say this on this live. If you ever see it, Young Still, you have my phone number. You can call me if you feel that I'm a perp. I don't know where that would have come from, to tell you the truth. But yeah, he called everyone. He did an interview with a perp. Yeah, I seen that on the video. That's the one I seen. I was like, oh, really? Why? That's not going to get you any more followers. That's going to actually make people run away from you. And I'm talking about if he's doing that, Young Still, if he's doing that, because it's not going to give you any credibility because you're mad because somebody's not watching your lives. Or I don't care if nobody watched this live. Let me tell you something. I did this to spread the word. I did this as when I started my channel up again, to tell what's going on with me. And let me tell you stuff. I've told it all. Stuff that as a female you wouldn't want to say. Yeah, I was drugged. I think people came in my house and drugged and trafficked me. Who would do that? Hell, if I wanted to try to date somebody, this is stand up. I've never took not one of my videos down. Not one. I don't record them and take them down just because I don't want someone. No, what I put on there, I want people to have a history of what I've gone through as a TI. And the good, the bad, and the ugly. He stopped fucking with me and started doing lives with perps. Mm. Plies got your number. Pat, you a hot mess. No, Plies did not get my phone number. Uh, Hold on. I know I'm behind on this chat stuff. I believe we started at what? We start to believe every yeah, well, that happens, but unless somebody gives you a reason. I mean, if you're sitting at home, nobody has said anything about you, you know, if you're watching other content creators. Nobody, they're doing their own videos. They might be talking about nanotechnology. They might be talking about what else is there? Everything we know as in this community. Why the hell would you start saying, well, that person's a perp? Because they're not talking about what you're talking about. They're talking about what they came across, what they know. It wasn't a mass murder. Still, it's one of the best. Yay! I wanted to interview him. That's how he wound up getting my phone number, and that's how DB wound up getting my personal phone number because I wanted to interview them when I was coming across gang stalkers, not gang stalkers, finding out what this program was, and it was gang stalkers and targeted individuals and things like that, and that's how I came across their channels. So what do y'all talk? I must have missed something because I don't watch the news and I work a hell of a lot. So there was a mass shooting. I'm gonna have to look into that. Pat, you is a hot mess. Oh, I think it's traumatizing him. Yes, if he's saying everybody's a perp, what and no one, I have not seen anyone give him a reason. I can't. And even when he was beefing with what's the guy's name? He got a big platform? What's that boy's name? And no, he's not a boy. He's a man. What is his name? Y'all help me out. He has a big platform, and Young still was beefing with him. That's a shame. I cannot remember his name right now. Let me see if somebody said it in the chat down here. No, y'all know who I'm talking about. But anyway, he was beefing with him, and I was like, "Well, I can set up an interview and we can talk it out or whatever." But he never. New Breed, that's his name. New Breed. He was beefing with him, and then it got better. Then it got worse. Then it got better. Then it got worse. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Let me sing. That's what I said. He caused so many TIs. Just don't like that. I would call anybody out on that. Yeah, especially if those aren't real TIs. Exactly. I never thought you were one of the. Oh. Yeah, he is. I'm not gonna lie. When I used to talk to DB, I told him he was hilarious. His videos were funny to me. I'm not gonna lie. I used to tell him because he had did a skit one time. I think he was like it was like a shower skit, and he was acting like a perp was looking in while he was taking a shower, and I was like, you should do more of those. So I think TIs have so much talent, so much talent. And I think that's another reason that you're a TI, because you're so talented in many ways. Like you, Pat, basketball, you said you played, you can rap. So many talents that they want to keep you from actually, you know, oh, I don't know, from your talents actually skyrocketing. Yeah. Yeah, it was New Breed. Yeah. And I was like, well, when this is a while back when I was like, let's all have a interview and talk and everything. And I even was thinking about doing a segment on the radio because I talked to a program director on my radio at the radio station. But it's so people are oops sorry people are so wishy washy. I'm like, okay, I have to have I cannot bring something to the mass uh, people and it be taken as a joke because I truly don't believe that this is a joke because people have taken their lives, you see. So to me, guys, there's this little boy in a Spider-Man outfit. My battery is going low, so I probably won't be on here. What's today? Today is the 21st. He got his little Spider-Man outfit on here outside. Too cute. But anyway, I want, if I do something and bring the light to the masses of people where I'm at, I want it to be taken serious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think they don't want you to showcase your talent. They don't want your talent to blow up. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But I say keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Keep pushing. Do what you want to do. If you can do it, do it. And I'm telling you guys that I had to say that for myself too. Keep on pushing because somebody wanted to slow you down. You know, slow you down in your tracks. Just like the lady said when I was at the remote today, it was a reason. This wasn't. How did she say it? This wasn't by chance that we met. There was a reason why we met. I was like, oh, okay, guys, my battery is getting ready to go dead. I don't know if y'all can hear that plane hovering over, but yeah, she was like, it was a reason we met. It's a reason why we're being targeted, why we're being watched 24/7. I wonder what they're scared of. Is it just us? Is it me? Am I the drama? If you're on TikTok, that's a big thing. Am I the drama? No, I'm not the drama. All right, guys. I will probably come on maybe tomorrow. I'll be in studio and then I can bring people on because I don't think I can bring them on here and plus my battery is getting ready to go dead. So this was just a little chit chat about detoxing your body. Make sure you ground and y'all stay away from fake targeted individuals, I guess, and chosen people. All right, guys. Much love.